Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome back to our دروس channel. Today, inshallah, I'm Miss Samia. I'm gonna discuss a new lesson from Mega Goal 1 on page 92 and 93. But before that, I will make a quick revision about what we talking about in a previous lesson. We're talking about Faisal and his problem that he mentioned it to his friend Nasser, and we had also organized that problem, and we give it to him an advice, or we trying to give a solution for him to face that problem that he mentioned it on his letter. Today, inshallah, we will take a new lesson. It's talking about new things. Let we open our pupils book together. Okay, ready to open? So on page 92 and 93, they give it to you form, meaning, and function. They give it to you form, meaning, and function. So we have two sections that we should knowing it, but I make it as a mind map to keep it easily for recognize when you want to make a revision for it. So the first thing that they give it to us, they give it to us question words, okay, and they give it to you two types for that. Okay, what's the question word? Question word is, for our lesson today, is how many and how much. So what do you think, in which time we can use how many and how much, or what's the difference between how many and how much? We can say that, and I can use how many with the plural count nouns. I should write as that one, with plural count nouns. So if you have count nouns, we should using how many. So I will put line, sorry for that mistake, I will rewrite it again and using an eraser to clean the area. As what we mentioned before that, we can using it with plural count nouns. Okay, we'll highlight that area, and I should put that one, count nouns. So if you have count nouns, you can count it as 1, 2 pens, 3 pens, 4 pens, 5 box, 6 box, 7 doors, windows. You can count it. You can make one by one. I should use how many. Okay, so with the plural, only with the plural count nouns, I can use how many. Let me check what we have about how much and in which time I using it. I using it with non-count nouns. So I will divide that one. Sorry for this mistake again. I will change the pen from highlighter to normal pen, and I will using the blue one. So I should write with uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns. And after that, I will give an examples for you to helping you divide between and recognize what we will mean by countable and uncountable nouns. So if you have something you can't count it, you should using how much. Again, today inshallah we will have form question words that began with how many and how much. we should know what's the meaning of how many and which time I will using it and how much and in which time I should using it. As what we discussed before, that how many we using it with a plural countable. If you have something you can count it, we should using how many. And if you have something you cannot count it, we should using how much. Let me write some examples about it. I will using another different pen and a different color. So I can give an examples for you. For example, if I written, sorry for that, if I written as a question, how many sisters do you have? So in this situation, you should count your sisters. How many sisters? I have 2 sisters, I have 3 sisters, I have 5 sisters. So I can count them. 1, 2, 3. That's what we mean. Countable nouns. Okay? The examples for it. How many sisters do you have? Okay? And with how much? Let we write our examples for it. For example, how much if we write how much exercise do you do? Which means that you can account how many exercises you do it on that time. You cannot. Okay, I will repeat it again. Today I discuss with you the question words, and it have 2 kinds under of it and 2 subtitles. One of them is how many and the other is how much. After that, we talking about in which situation I can use how many and in which situation I can use how much. And I give a short or a brief definition for every one of them. As what we told before, that I can use how many with the plural countable nouns, and how much I can use it with uncountable nouns. After that, I give an examples for you, one with how many and one for how much, with how much. The examples for how many is how many sisters do you have? It means how many sisters, you can count them. And with how much exercise do you do? Which means that you can't count how many exercises that you're doing at the time. Okay, after this I will talking about a question word also. It's different from that one. Let we clean our pages or using another one. Okay, the next pages, I will using the next page. Okay, they give it to you, or sorry, we forgot to mention it. What's the purpose for question words before I going to the next step? What do you think the purpose for it? So the question words here, how many or how much, we can use it for quantity of something. If we want to quantity of something, we can use it how many and how much. On the next page, inshallah, we will discuss a new quantity words for question words, quantity of something for question words. I will make a quick or a small mind map to remind you, collect all the words or the question word for quantity of something. Okay, I will make a big title at the middle. Quantity of something. Okay, this is the big title. Okay, this is the quantity of something. After that, we talking about I can draw direction. Okay, 2 things. And I can write the third one, bigger one, to put all the words that have under of it. I will change the color for that. and using blue one, we wrote here, or we used how many okay, and I will put it inside cloud. The other one is how much in clouds again. And the third one here, I will make it a small one and the area, sorry for this mistake. I will using red pen again, and to make the direction small one, I can draw as that. That's enough because I need more space down of it. I can use blue again and draw what is talking about much. That's some of the quantity of something, words, another extra words. We have much, many, and a lot of, lots of, and the last one is a few and a little. All of that word, I can use it with a quantity of something. And after that, I will give you an examples to can make more exercises, how you can use much and many, a lot of and lots of, a few with a little. Let me put that inside clouds to helping you to recognize what's the meaning or remembered it easily. Okay, so the first step we're talking about, sorry for this mistake again. I wrote here how many and leave a space after of it. I need to using highlighter again. I will using yellow one. That how many, and after that we're talking about how much and the using of it. And the last one we're talking about a lot of question word as much, many, a lot of, and lots of, few, and a little. Okay, but before that I want to add the definition for it to keep it easy for you if you want to remind it. I'll change it for pen, and using dark color it's easy for recognized. So as what we said before, we can use how many with plural, count, nouns. Okay, and that one how much with uncountable uncountable nouns. Okay, this is a previous this is a brave mind map for our lesson today. Now I'm just adding some exercises to helping you to recognize and make sure that you can using much and many, lot of, and lots of with some exercises. Okay, now open your pupils book on page 93. On 92 we have an exercise. They give it to you. Read the conversation between the doctor and Ahmed. Or sorry for that, I will give you before it the quantity of expression as much, many, a lot, and lots of, and read some exercises down of it. If you notice that the next point of the quantity expression, that we have a dialogue between two peoples, one of them ask and the answer of it. Let we begin the first question. They give it to us. How much fruit do you usually eat? How much? So they give it to you, how much fruit do you usually eat? The answer of it, I eat a lot of. It means lots of fruit every day. So the quantity here, not to how many eats fruit, but that's expression for the fruits if you eaten a lot or a little bit. This is a question 1. Question 2, how many vegetables do you eat? They give it to you. How many vegetables do you eat? So the answer for it is, I eat a few green vegetables every day. I don't eat many vegetables. I don't eat many vegetables. So they give it many as a quantity expression in a question, and they using also quantity expressions on his answers. They told us that I eat a few green vegetables every day. Then told us I don't eat many vegetables. This is the answer and another answers. On question 3, they give it to you, how much salt do you eat? How much salt do you eat? Do you think that you can account salt? No one can account salt. So they give it to you quantity here as an expression only, not for to account something. So the answer for it, I eat a little salt. It is not good for you. I don't eat much salt. It is not good for you. That's what they have about the section of expression, or the words with the expression. Let we make a quick revision about it again. Okay. Quantity expressions, as what we talking before, they give it to you much, many, a lot of, lots of, and a few with a little. And after that we talking about some examples question and how we can use it as expression on a question and answers. Now I will answer the question down of it. Read the conversation between the doctor and Ahmed. Complete the gaps with the quantity expression. Add your own ideas. They give it to you, a dialogue between doctor and Ahmed, and they leave some spaces to using a quantity of expressions inside the word and that sentence by adding your ideas. Let's begin the exercise. The doctor, so Ahmed, what is the problem? Ahmed answer, I'm not feeling very well. I have a stomach. And I feel tired and dizzy. Doctor, I see. You don't have a temperature. What is your diet like? Then Ahmed answer again, well, I have ice cream. Ice cream every day. I don't eat. Then give it to you a space. Fruit. So we can write on that one a lot of fruit. So in a first space we can write a lot of fruit. Then or they give it a space again on number 2, vegetables. So we will write again a lot of vegetables. A lot of vegetables. Number 3, I eat space carrots once or twice a week. So what do you think the suitable quantity of expression with carrots? We should write a little. We should write little. Okay. And doctor said again, how much water do you drink? How much water do you drink? Ahmed answer, I don't like water. I prefer fizzy drinks. I drink a lot of lemon. A lot of lemon. That is my favorite. Doctor again, I see how. Then give it a space again on number 5, hours. What do you think I can use with hours? It's countable or uncountable nouns. So it's a countable things. So I should using many. How many? How many hours do you exercise a week? Ahmed answer again, I don't spend much time at the gym. I prefer that. I will repeat the answer again. So on Ahmed dialogue number 4, he give it to you. The first space we should write a lot of. Then number 2, a lot of, and number 3, little. And after that, on number 4, a lot of. On number 5, many. And the last one is much. Okay. On number B, they give it to you, on a letter B, they give it to you an exercise. Mention that work with a partner, role play in a conversation in exercise A, and add some ideas of your own. They want you to make an exercise with your partner and estimate the dialogue between Dr. and Ahmed. The last thing, that's work with the partner, ask the answers, ask the and answer. They given some question and your partner should answer the question using a quantity of expressions as what we using it before: much, many, a lot of, lots of, a few, and a little. Or you can use question words as how many or how much. Let me check the question down. They give it to you. How much do you exercise? How much do you exercise? Number 2, how much water do you drink? How much water do you drink? Number 3, do you eat junk food? Do you eat junk food? Number 4, how much fruit do you eat? How much fruit do you eat? And on 5, how often do you go the doctor? How often do you go the doctor? So, by the end of this exercise, we make a quick revision about what we talking before. The first things that I make a short mind map for your grammar for meaningful today. It's talking about quantity of something, and the first steps that we discussed together, the brave definition for how many, and give it examples for it. After that, I give you how much and the brave definition for it with some examples. After that, we're talking about the quantity of expressions and how can I use it with some exercises as much, many, a lot of, lots of, a few, and a little. And by the end of the lesson, thank you for being with us on Ain channel, and see you later. Bye.